live. We are live. It started on Bo, but we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Live on Two Wheels, your weekly motorcycle live show / podcast, hosted by me, Chaseontwowheels, and my buddy, Bo.
We're a day late, but we're still,
we're weekly. A day late, but we're here.
Weekly.
Yeah, the semi-weekly because, or not semi-weekly.
No, it's totally weekly.
It's semi-weekly?
No, it's weekly.
Yeah, it's weekly, but we didn't do yesterday because yesterday was...
semi-consistent.
Semi-consistent, there we go. Guys, so how are you guys doing today? Wait, are we working? We have audio? Let's just make sure we're all good to go before I start doing all the, hey, my name is Chaseontwowheels. This place is sponsored by Tonnet, and which it is. That's not fake. Okay, while we're waiting for audio, guys, this podcast and show is sponsored by the lovely, beautiful people over at Tonnet, which is the all-in-one motorcycle app that if you ride in the Americas, you should have, because it's the most amazing motorcycle app, and it has some really cool stuff coming out that Bo and I still can't talk about, but we're testing, so that's fun.
Yep.
Yeah, guys, this is episode 10. We made it.
Double digits.
We've made it into the double-digit game. We have been consistent for 10 weeks with this show. I'm pretty proud of us. Yeah. If I'm going to be serious, I'm really proud that we got to here. Also, before we get too far into it, guys, this show, if you don't have time to watch us live, we post a podcast version of the show over on all of your favorite podcast things, Apple Podcast, Spotify, and Google Podcasts.
So just those three.
It's just those.
All of them. As long as they're those three.
Yeah, we post it on your favorite one as long as your favorite one is one of those three. If you want to help us out, there's two things you can do. If you're watching this live, hit the like button on the YouTube thing. We love you long time. And if you listen to this on Apple Podcasts, go give us a review over there. We are on the way to get to the highest spot we can possibly get in the motorcycle realm.
Which is number 2.
Hey, if it's number 2, great. If it's number...
Hey, if we're on the podium, Yeah,
I've been watching the F1 show. I'm all about the podium thing right now. Also, poor Ferrari. Anyway, not going to get into that. Not the topic of the show. So, guys, today... we're going to do some like house, what's it called?
Housekeeping.
We'll tell you guys about what's been going on in the shop. But the topic for today, oh, Lord, Suzuki's done it again, guys. They've, I'm going to use quotey fingers. If you guys are only listening to this, I'm using quotey fingers. They've updated a motorcycle. We'll get into it. It's a lot. Yeah. Okay, I have a lot to say about it.
That was me sipping my tea.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys are surprised that I have a lot to say about it. So, today, going back to the shop thing, bro, so guys, we've been filming since 10 this morning. We were going to keep filming, but I was like
proper filming too. This wasn't like a first ride or anything like that. This was like a proper filming session.
Yeah, so we a few episodes ago we were talking about the some GPS tracker that we were showing you guys. So they ended up sponsoring a video. So we filmed this giant skit today that if everything works out, I think it's going to be hilarious. We've been filming all day today. I feel exhausted and like I've been you know how you feel dry when you've been at the beach all day?
Yeah, that sun takes it out of you.
Yeah, me and Bo rode all around Atlanta on bicycles today.
That's not fair.
So that happened.
That's not really fair. We were under the power of electric motors.
Okay, true. Yeah. We both vehicles had electric motors. So if me or Bo look really red, it's probably because we're sunburned. Actually, no. Bo was smart. We were leaving, and he was all over here like,
yeah, son.
And I was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, the man knows what's up. We were out in the sun all day, and I'm so done. My God. Everybody in the chat, let us know how you guys are. Let us know how your week's been. Also, it's Friday.
Yeah, typically, we're doing this on a Friday because now now a whole week is that we don't have one more day.
Yeah. So typically, guys, we do the show on Thursdays. A lot of you guys that are always here, y'all know this. And it's always weird because after the show, we have one more day of work to do. But today, when we're done with the show, we're out of here.
I get to go home.
We're done. So let us know what you guys think about the show being on Friday, because, I mean, if it works out, I guess we could change the show date.
I don't know.
It's not. It's our show. We can do whatever the hell we want.
I have a question for people in the chat.
You have a question for people in the chat?
Yeah. Is anyone in chat going to the Get On MotoFest at the end of this month?
Oh, there you go. Oh, I have a question. Hold on. Ask people another question. I have something that I have an event I want to talk about.
Well, okay, so we're. Oh, wait a minute. What? He just ran off. So, all right. So, Motard, Matt, you're going. I'm super excited. Me and Brian are going out to Get On MotoFest.
Keep it on you.
I'm going to be playing cameraman. Brian's going to be playing the talent. So we're pretty excited. There's going to be a whole bunch of people there, and it's going to be a really awesome opportunity to like meet other creators and meet all you guys and whatnot. So,
all right, Bo, I'm ready.
Oh Lord.
Hey, guys. Oh, hold on.
You already ruined it. It was half a second.
Hey, guys, guess what event I'm excited for? The Distinguished Gentleman's Ride.
Matt.
Yes.
Matt's speaking my language over there.
Absolutely.
I'm bringing the cigars. Just if you're a cigar smoker, every event I go to, I bring a pack of cigars. So I'll bring
that guy. Okay. Anyway, so ironically, we have the Get On MotoFest. You and Brian will be in Texas, and then me, Luke, and Patty Rick are going to be going to the Get On MotoFest. Heather might be there too.
You're not going to the Get On MotoFest.
Oh my God. Distinguished Gentleman's Ride.
Jesus.
Triumph is letting me borrow a Speed Twin. I get a cool little Daft Punk looking helmet, bro. I'm here for it. I am amped. So we're gonna be doing that on the same weekend.
Yep.
So we're splitting the team again.
Divide and conquer.
Bro. We've been dividing and conquering the whole year. My God. Oh my gosh. What else has happened this week? So yesterday we put out the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride promo video. If you guys hadn't seen that, really cool video. We did this like little tiny, 15 bike meetup. We had the camera car out.
I don't know where you're getting this 15 from. There was like 25 there.
Really?
There's a lot.
Here's what happened. I told you guys how many there were, and in my head I just made a number, and then I just stuck with that number. I just didn't change that number at all. But yeah, there was a good few people there. They all had like old school bikes and shit. And stuff. So it was really cool. You guys should check that video out. Put the Street Fighter V4S video out today. Dream bike status. Woohoo!
That's a freaking...
That bike is disgusting. And I've been reading the comments. Not everybody. I'm exaggerating. But there's a lot of people on the Street Fighter V4S video that commented and said they bought one and they love it, which I love when that happens. When people that buy the bike that I do the first ride on, which is also interesting. Do you find that interesting that people that own the bike already, like they've already purchased it?
I mean, no.
They watch the first ride.
Because, I mean, that's the kind of bike that you want to like see other people that have your bike.
Oh, it's the type of thing. He's riding the bike I've got. Let me see how he judges the bike I see. Okay. So that's pretty cool. I love seeing people that have the same bike that comment on the first ride videos and be like, oh man, you're exactly right. Or you're incredibly wrong. Because obviously they've spent more time on it than I have.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that's it, man. Like, we finally got a lull in this month before we start back at like the divide and conquer kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, and then fun stuff next week. Oh, we'll have a guest next week.
That's right.
So, well, I'm pretty sure it's official. Let me check.
Hey, don't get you,
I don't want to get you
brother.
guys. I don't want to get you guys too excited.
Don't
and I've
get
already
yourself in trouble again.
I've gotten in trouble already. Oh, by the way, we are going to be giving away. We're selecting the winner for the Pack Talk Black. So that's cool. That'll happen later in the show.
Yeah. I'm
going to go ahead and say it. And if you guys get excited and it doesn't happen, I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you somehow. If everything works out, Motonosity will be here in person next week for the live show. Super exciting news. He was our first call-in guest.
Is he a hugger?
Well, he's vaccinated, so I guess
just feel like hugging
be.
him when I see him.
He could crush you. You have to be careful hugging that man.
I'm a thick boy.
You are a thick boy, but he's a big man. Okay. So guys, let's just go straight into this. Let's get it over with.
There's the Band-Aid off.
Oh God. So for you guys that don't know, let's do the good stuff first. Let me get up Suzuki's website. If you guys don't know, Suzuki just announced that in 2022 they are going to update their GSX-S1000, which, if you guys don't know, that bike is in competition with V4S Street Fighter, MT10, Z1000.
Yeah.
What else?
It's a hyper naked.
It's a hyper naked. It's the top of their hyper naked market. We had the conversation a couple shows ago of how competitive the hyper naked market is.
Mm-hmm.
Not only are bikes in that market very capable of doing some insane stuff, they're also cost effective. So
pretty affordable right now.
It's a rough market to be in. So I give all the credit to Suzuki for updating a bike. I mean, period. Like, Suzuki is not good at updating bikes.
DRZ.
Yeah, they still have not.
Fucking 20 years.
Anyway, that DRZ is older than I am. Anyway, we're getting off topic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I applaud Suzuki for updating the GSX-S line with their 1000. We're gonna get into the whole line in a minute, though.
Man,
if
you dip your toes in that, you got to come correct though, because like it is a very aggressive market now.
Yeah,
you have to bring the A game.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
a class where an MT10 is brand new, $12,000, cheaper than an R6. And you want to get it, and you're dipping your toe in that game. So props to them. Good for them.
Yeah.
I will say here, Bo, jump on my screen real quick. Let's check it out. As Suzuki says, here's Suzuki's website: Beauty of Naked Aggression. Good job, Suzuki. You look fancy. So we'll check it out here. I will say the bike looks cool.
I like it.
I think it's got a good look. I think they've got some good promo stuff here. I said stuff, but I don't know what that was about. These photos look kind of fake, but I mean, that looks fake to you, right?
I mean, it looks like it's got some Instagram filters on it.
Yeah, it looks like they got a flash over here shooting this way, and then they have like a fill flash or something. I don't know what's going on, but as you guys can see, it's a good looking bike. I'm not hating on the looks at all. Seat height looks low, so it's going to be comfortable and easy to ride. I'm here for the looks, honestly. Look at that. It's a thin looking bike.
Yeah, looks good.
It's got a good top down.
Mm-hmm.
What else can we see from here? I honestly think they did a really good job with the blue wheels and the blue paint. This is their metallic Triton blue. Also comes in a couple different colors. We got the metallic matte mechanical gray. It looks like, I don't know what this is. Can you see this? It looks like
a texture?
Faux carbon fiber or something that's here too. I don't really know what's going on with that. Is that in the blue model actually? Let's check it out. Yep, it is. So whatever, they got some weird texture stuff going on, and of course it comes in a blacked out version as well.
I like how it's called sparkle black.
Is it?
Yes.
Glass sparkle black. Okay, cool. So there's that.
I'm going to go ahead and apologize to everybody for any dinging. I have to keep my phone on.
Yes, no, Bo is in a situation where his phone is not able to be turned off, guys. So if the dinging is upsetting you, then, I mean, either deal with it or,
not sorry.
Do something else. Yeah, with peace and love, we're not turning that off. Okay, so also TBA or base price TBA. Yeah, they don't know what it's going to cost yet, which I find interesting. They've released a motorcycle. They're trying to drive hype about a motorcycle.
I like that headlight.
And we don't know what it costs. Yeah, stacked headlight's pretty neat.
I like the stacked headlight. I like the angle. that matches the negative space from the side fairing.
I agree. I think this headlight area, like, I think, maybe an aftermarket shield for this area would kind of clean it up. But overall, what bike are we building currently that we were talking about some like stacked headlight situation?
That's the 300. We were talking about putting that in the number plate.
Right. Yeah. It's we've kind of been playing around with stacked headlights over on Rick Bike Rebuild. If you guys want to check it out, we'd love your support. So we're here for the stacked headlight.
Yeah.
Overall, the look I think is totally there. They nailed the look. This looks like something that I think Suzuki could be proud to have in their lineup.
It's not even a horrible stock exhaust look.
It's not. Yeah, it kind of it flows in and it has it matches up. So you guys are probably wondering, wow, you guys have talked a lot of good about the GSXS. That's the end of it. That's the end of the good talking, because here's the way this conversation happened here in the shop. I think we were prepping some gear. We were going to go do a first ride or some shoot, whatever. And somebody was like, hey, the GSXS, Suzuki just released that they're going to update it. And I was like, oh, well, for one, that's strange for Suzuki's that they don't update things very often. But, and here's where I think I messed myself up. I got really excited because if you guys are up to date on all the first rides that we do, I think that we did a Gixxer 1000 first ride this year. I think it might have been the first ride we put out, or one of the first rides we put out. It was one of the first videos that really started getting the channel like doing back good again. Video did really well, and historically, I think Gixxers are one of the best super sports in the class. If I'm gonna rate them as far as how they ride, Gixxers might actually be number 2.
There's a reason they kept winning on, like, they sold units because they kept winning races. So
I don't see
bikes.
This is the thing that we can get into this in another video, but I don't agree with this whole like, oh, it won races, so people are gonna buy the motorcycle. But based on riding it, I have enjoyed it. I love the sitting in the bike feel. I think it's one of the. It probably, in my opinion,
it's one of the few. The 600 and the 750 are one of the few like sport bike like those are like kind of almost to super sport level.
Well, like
they're the only ones that I can fit on comfortably.
But they're the only ones you can ride comfortably. Now, I will say,
that's what I mean in a totality.
Right. So generally, guys, when it comes to super sports, I think it's Hondas and Yamahas are racy, and Kawasaki's and Suzuki's are more comfortable. I would always pick a Yamaha first, because if I'm going to go super sport, I'm just going to go the whole way. But if I was to pick a super sport that I wanted to ride around all the time, I might go Gixxer, because the thing is amazing. Yeah. So I loved the Gixxer 1000. I think I rode the 2020, 2021, something like that. I thought it was a phenomenal motorcycle. I loved a lot of things about it. So the way these naked market bikes go, well, let's take the MT-10, for example. Yamaha makes an R1. That's the first thing, in the lineup. It's like, okay, let's make an R1. Let's make this track bike. Let's make it amazing on the track. Then, and Yamaha's not the only company that does this. It's Yamaha and like every other one. They take their really nice track bike, or their super sport, and then they streetify it. Which is, I don't know if these are technical terms, but this is the ones I'm using. They never are. So they take their big, nice track bike and they streetify it, right? They make it comfortable to ride. They make the power delivery, typically it's toned down on the horsepower and it's toned up on the torque. And it's a lot nicer to ride around town. The MT-10 is a perfect example from the R1. The R1 has a phenomenal engine. The MT-10 uses that same engine, and it's tweaked to be really good on the track.
It's like the R6 and and what used to be the FZ6R, the Phaser.
Right.
Like that's a R6 engine that's been toned down a little bit and made more comfortable.
Right. So this has been going on for a while now. This whole like have a super sport and use the same like basic bike and make a street version of it. So with that in mind, I just ridden the Gixxer 1000. I see that Suzuki now puts out a GSX-S1000, and I'm like, bro, if you actually take...
Like they're reading your mind.
Right. I was like, dude, if y'all take this Gixxer engine and you put it just like all the other guys are putting it... The Street Fighter, the V4S Street Fighter that we literally put the video out today, it is a Panigale that is made rideable for the street. Ish. I mean, it's a psychopath. But generally, I mean, it makes it far more easy to ride.
Yeah.
So every company's doing this.
So in your head, when you're looking at a release like that, and you see that they're going for a naked or a hyper naked, what are you expecting from that release? Let's set the precedent. Like give us a baseline. When you noticed that they were releasing a hyper naked, what was the first like inclination to your response to it? Like, what were you expecting?
What did I want out of the GSXS specifically?
Yeah.
I wanted...
Like, real quick, briefly, so we can kind of set that baseline.
Right. Okay. I wanted a comfortable body position, which is not really hard because the Gixxer itself is already comfortable, so you really don't even have to modify it that much.
So comfort?
Comfort. I wanted... If I'm going to be personally, what I would want is slightly aggressive body position where the handlebars are slightly forward, so my body's slightly lean forward.
So more of a drag bar, but still a handlebar.
Right.
Okay.
I want I want that engine.
Okay.
Honestly, with the way the engine is, I think they could put that engine directly into it.
So
I don't think they even have to modify
three
it.
things are the ones you were hoping for.
Yeah.
All right.
And I would even be okay with them taking the suspension and making it slightly less to get the cost down.
All right.
Because I'm an understandable man. I understand that I'm not going to be able to get...
Instead of using Olin's, they use Show Us.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like that's fine.
Yeah,
get the price to where it needs to be. We don't know price, so that's not really a part of the conversation. So let's talk about some of the key features that the GSXS1000 has, right? Supposedly it has winglets, which if you guys don't know, a lot of the new Super Nakeds right now are putting little winglets on the bike to, I imagine they're to help the front wheel stay down at speed, right?
I assume that it's because that is why they're doing it, but it's because you're losing a lot of what they build the body for, which is aerodynamics, and you're just hitting a brick wall when you have a naked bike. That's just an assumption, though, just looking at the geometry of it.
Right. So one of the cool things is, Bo, if you'll jump on my screen.
Jesus Christ. I just looked at that list, by the way, of street bikes from... my gosh.
Yep.
All right.
So the cool thing about the winglets that they did, if you guys see this little silver panel right here, the winglets are actually on the inside and right here. You guys can see them right here. Cool. So they've kind of built them into the bike, which is pretty cool. So they got the winglets, fully adjustable KYB suspension. So it's not electronically adjustable. Right. That's understandable, but just having adjustability,
the dampening and the rebound. And
stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, you can make make them however you want. SIRS. I don't know why Suzuki decided to do this, but it's ride modes. Yeah, okay, let's calm down. We've got 3 ride modes, so we'll talk about the ride modes in a second. We have 5-mode traction control system, and this is one of the things I talked about on the Gixxer first ride. It has 10 levels of traction control. And there's overkill, and then there's 10 levels of traction control. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to see that they halved those, because who the hell... Like, nobody's Valentino Rossi.
This is a great idea, but also could you don't?
I just want you to think about this for a second. Realistically, what guy is going to buy a GSXS1000 and be like, hey, bro, have you gone between traction control 3 and 4? Oh, my God, such a change. Ain't nobody going to know that. Anyway, 5 modes of traction control. We have Easy Start, which... if you guys don't know, is the stupid shit they're putting in bikes right now. God, I am cussing a lot today. I'm sorry.
It's Friday, y'all.
It is Friday. I'm a little tired. My apologies. My apologies to the sponsor. So Easy Start is this thing where different bikes do it different ways. If you let if you're not moving, you're in neutral at a red light, for instance. Let's just say you're not moving. Light turns green. You're a couple cars back from the headlight or from the light or car in the front. You put the bike in first, and you start to let the clutch out. Now, typically, if you let the clutch out too far, you'll stall. So you have to like thread it on. Like I don't have to explain this to you guys. Most of you guys probably ride. But these bikes these days, and it's always the leader bikes. This is going to have to be a whole show. I'm not going to go all the way into it because I'm going to get even redder than I currently am. When you let the clutch out, you cannot move the throttle at all, and it raises the RPMs to help you not stall. On a 1,000cc motorcycle. Why would you have it if you can't ride? Anyway.
That's a Gixxer life, bro.
This is every brand is... Okay, we're not going into it. It has easy start. It has low RPM assist system. Whatever. Okay, Suzuki. Wow.
He just went goofy on us.
Suzuki, not Suzuki. Oh my God, Suzuki clutch assist system. I'm not really sure what that is. Here's one of the big things. Here's one of the things I'm actually excited for this bike. Bi-directional quick shifter. I don't know how much this bike's gonna cost, but having quick shifter up and down is a huge deal. I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that's good.
And then and I copied this off of their website very specifically. 999cc GSXR based engine. Now, Bo.
Yeah.
Had we not been, let's call it discussing things this week, when you are on the product page for a brand new, yet to be released motorcycle, and on the product page, it says 999cc GSXR based engine. What year would you think that came from?
I mean, I would think that if I saw a new one, it would come from the latest year model.
Oh, what a novel concept!
Like that's what you would instinctively, like intuition would say. Hey, that's clearly based on the new model that they just released.
Of course, because it's a 2022 999cc Gixxer based engine. So Chase reading this press briefing was, oh, they did it. They did it. This is great. The motor is from 2005.
That sounds like a very Suzuki thing to do.
They are taking a motor, and look, I know the chat is there's gonna be some Gixxer boys in there that are like, the 2005 engine was great. Guys, it is a 2005 engine. This is a 2022 motorcycle. What? Does Suzuki have a factory that is not even a factory? Did they have a storage facility?
Why spend lots of money when little money do trick?
Oh my!
That motor in the 2005 has already paid for its R&D. This is the same damn trap that the DRZ has. It is, why would they spend the money to do the R&D for a new engine when it's already paid for themselves? And so they don't have to worry about like, okay, anything else. They just take an old motor and be like, yeah, it works. You bet you what they did is they were testing the body style, threw that motor in it and just said, yeah, sure, that works.
Yeah, this ain't bad. Yeah, hey, let's test out this how cool this bike looks. What motor you want to throw into it? I mean, we have a storage facility full of 2005 Gixxer motors. Let's just put one of them in for testing.
Oh, we got some guys that know the actual motor like identifier, the K5. K5 is what
this is the thing. And chat, you guys are going to have to help me because I've never owned a Gixxer. I've never really been deep in the Gixxer bro game. What's the K thing? Do you know?
No.
I've never. I hear guys throw around K's a lot.
I've seen it. Well, this is like back in the day when we had like, we were talking about DEs and the 18Bs and stuff. These are car motors that we were throwing into little tiny, like $1,200 or 1,200 pound cars. Right. So like, if that's what you're into, like I had a 200 SX that I threw the DT20 engine in.
Right.
So like I was aware of that engine because that's the thing that I was into. So if you're into it, I'm sure each one of these motors has like an identifier.
Thank you guys in the chat. You guys are life. So K2000, and then the number is the year.
Okay.
So K5 K5 2005. Oh my God.
Okay.
Now I want to be clear. I'm not saying that the 2005 Gixxer engine is bad. I'm not saying it's not a phenomenal engine.
Let's just do some quick math on that. 2005.
Mm-hmm.
2000. What year is it?
When the bike comes out, it will be 17 years old. Those engines are old enough to drive themselves when the bike is released. They can get their driver's license and drive themselves around. 17 years old.
Nice.
I don't...
Nice.
Oh, God. I don't understand. Suzuki. I know I give Suzuki a lot of shit about the GSX-250R. Granted, it's okay because that's a shit motorcycle.
I'm gonna take your feet out if you don't stop talking shit about that little bike.
I'm sorry. Hey, my wife's in here. Holy crap, babe! I thought you were gonna be at an engagement shoot. Yay! I can get wife roasted now.
Yeah.
So, I think here's what happened. When I saw the release of this bike, you can ask Bo because it happened like live in the shop. Yeah. When I saw the release, I got excited.
Yeah.
I was like, guys, this is my segment. These are the bikes I'm into right now. Yeah. When I see Suzuki, a brand that I expect nothing new to come out of, release that, I got hyped. I looked at it. I was like, bro, it doesn't look bad.
Yep.
This could be Suzuki coming
you saw
in.
That engine.
Dude, no lie.
It was a literal like wah, 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 wah.
No lie. When I saw this, I ran around the shop telling everybody, it's like, guys, come look. There's great news.
The new phone books are here.
There's great news from Suzuki. And then my soul was crushed. So here's
she already roasted you.
Wait, how?
Is that coffee decaf?
Oh, definitely not. Babe, so I only had one coffee this morning, so I'm trying. Okay. Here's why I got so freaking hyped when I saw that this bike came out. Bo, go to my screen and let's show them the historical facts of Suzuki's naked market right now.
We're at 30 minutes.
Oh my God, we're at 30 minutes already?
Yeah, this is what happens when you
Dang it.
Right,
okay.
Let's go into an ad and
we gotta take a tea. Guys, we gotta pay
share
bills.
Tonic with you guys.
Yeah, we gotta pay bills.
All
right, so we're gonna show you guys the Tonic ad real quick. We'll come back and then we're gonna get into this.
We're gonna have
show.
to wrap it. You were worried about not having enough time.
This is 3 shows in a row.
What did I tell you?
All right, roll the ad, baby. Roll the ad. What's going on, guys? So real quick, I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to submit your questions for the Live on Two Wheels show using the hashtag L2W. Just as a reminder, if you guys actually submit a video and we answer your question on the show, we will be sending you a $50 Revzilla gift card or one of the other prizes that we will get from one of our other sponsors. So I've got my phone recording really quickly. First up, we're going to go to the Live on Two Wheels Club over on Tonic. So once you get into there, you guys can see somebody submitted a video of their MT-07. We're going to hit this plus icon. We're going to hit the camera icon. Take video. At that point, we're going to be here in the app. We're going to swap places. This is me actually doing it. Hey, this is me and Chase and Bo. What is your favorite motorcycle and why? Okay. And if we say used video, and then we go into this thing and we just say, who can share this post? You can put anybody. Let's do only members. Done. And at that point, I'm going to hit a check mark. Now, I'm not going to post it because I don't want to be selected to answer my own questions, but we want you guys to submit video questions so we can show them here on the show. And that's how easy it is to do that. So we look forward to getting some of y'all's video submissions over on Tonic. And without further ado, we'll go back to the show. All right, we're back. Tonic, we love you. Thank you for sponsoring the show. Guys, make sure if you're on Tonic, go follow us. Follow our club, Ontwowheels.
Links in the description.
Links in the description. We love you guys. Long time for doing that. So, okay, let's get into this. Real quick, Moto Marvelous, thank you for the super chat. Yes, we are still collecting funds for Bo's Chief Fund.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
I bet you will. I've got talks with Indian going on. Okay.
What?
Shh,
I'm just figuring this out.
Okay, guys.
What the hell?
So here's why I literally got up and ran around the shop when I saw that Suzuki was putting this out. Up until now, Suzuki's naked line has been, how do we say, confusing. Okay? I'll explain. Let's look, by the way, if you're listening to this, I highly recommend you watch the episode because we're going to be showing a lot of stuff. It is very important.
Yeah.
So let's look at the 2020 and the 2019 GSX-S1000. Here are two of them. They are identical. They look slightly differently with their color of exhaust and color of the fairings and the gas tank, what have you. It's the same motorcycle. Yeah. If you are curious what kind of things Suzuki offers for the street, here, let's look it up. We have the Katana. We have the GSX-S1000.
This list pisses
We have the
me off.
GSX-S1000Z. We have the GSX-S1000F. We have the GSX-S1000FZ. Okay, now we can go to the 750s. We have the GSX-S750 ABS, GSX-S750Z. I'm not going to continue, but I will scroll.
There's more. You didn't even get the whole image.
I did not get all of them in this.
FFS, dude.
Okay, so we have the S1000, the S1000Z, FFZ. Oh, God. Okay. So if you guys are curious, we'll click into this so we can get a little bigger. The S1000FZ has a weird fairing. God. The F also has the weird fairing. I don't know what the Z means. Then they have a Z. So this guy is clearly both of these combined into this.
So we talked about this on a previous episode, but very briefly, okay?
Uh-huh.
This is oversaturation. I think we mentioned it about when we were talking about motorcycles we were excited about.
Yeah.
And when we got to the Triumph lineup, specifically the Bonneville lineup, we had briefly said, like, oversaturation of a lineup, to me, as a consumer, not as like a person who's like doing research, but just as a consumer, I see that list and I want to throw up because I'm like, what do I buy?
So supposedly somebody in the chat said Z means it's black.
Why is that a whole...
No, right here.
Yeah?
S750Z, and it's gray.
Okay, so like, why is that? Okay, all right, so this brings up, and I'm going to inject my opinion that I had written down when we were talking about this on our show notes, okay? I would rather you have a base model and give me options that I can add to it instead
you're
of
referring
having
to this stuff over here, right?
Instead of having a whole nother SKU. Why does that need to be its own model? Like, that's, to me, that just like turns me off to a brand or a specific model. Like, yeah, okay, FZ is sport touring. That's a couple people putting up that, and that makes sense, kind of, because
FZ means sport touring.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between the FZ and the F? They look the exact same.
Maybe there's other differences. You are looking at like little tiny things.
I mean, maybe, but like as a consumer,
so that's why it's stupid and confusing.
Here's the thing:
why are there so many?
Yeah, this makes Suzuki look like, hey, I don't know what's gonna work, so let's just make a lot of different stuff in the exact same market.
So Honda and Yamaha do a really good job of giving you a model, and that's it. So like Honda especially, it's like, yes, they have the 300 and the 300 ABS, but that's it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, those brands do pretty good at that. The other brands that, like, and we've talked about this before, Harley how many freaking Softails do they have, right? It's like 6 or 7 of them.
Right.
The Bonneville, there's like 20 of them. Indian does this a little bit too. They especially with the new Chief, but they also do something like what we were just talking about, where it's like you go to their configurator and you can actually say, I want an accessory package. So instead of buying, a GSX-1000 FZX3, you would buy the GSX-1000 and you would pick a kit. Like, oh, I want to go sport touring. Oh, I want to go,
right.
Race mode or whatever the case may be.
Bro. So
It's so
while
ridiculous.
you were saying that,
Yeah.
Me and Brian were talking about this. I was under the impression that the Katana, which has fallen on its face as a motorcycle, unfortunately, because I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
I thought the Katana was a 1200. Bo, the Katana is a fuel-injected 900cc GSXR based engine.
You son of a bitch.
Oh my god!
Oh, they can't even, man.
They can't. What is happening?
That's
okay,
hilarious.
so if you want
hilarious.
if you want a Suzuki motorcycle with a GSXR based
if you want a
engine,
1000cc motorcycle from Suzuki, you're getting a 17-year-old engine.
you legitimately have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different options for a naked Suzuki naked bike from Suzuki with a 1000 engine. You got, if I'm talking to Suzuki, which I'm not, let's be clear.
Yeah.
If you are going to play the naked game, if you're going to get into that serious market where people are selling bikes, if you're getting naked and bikes are selling like hotcakes, drop every one of the other ones. You can have different options that people can purchase.
Come out swinging.
Have one bike.
Come out swinging.
You don't see Yamaha
and make it good.
doing like MT10, MT10 R75, MT10 F, MT10 FZ, MT10 ABS. Like, just do an MT10.
Come out
just
swinging.
do an S1000.
Bring it to the table and say, look, this is what we're doing. And then you can decide to like offshoot if you want to. But like come to the game with your A team. You don't want the B squad out there.
Also, like, so right now,
I think I just mixed up sports and strip clubs. I'm sorry.
Oh God. I've never liked Suzuki doing their Z and their F because one of them has fairings on it and the other one has just less fairings and a different headlight. Like, I just don't get it. And maybe you guys in the comments, maybe I'm way off with this. I will be the first guy to tell you guys I'm not right about everything.
Here's
but
the thing.
This is my vibe.
So Arne Asada just made a very good point. And this isn't just true with Suzuki, but a lot of these manufacturers, especially Japanese manufacturers, make a lot of their money on low CC and scooters overseas. So Suzuki doesn't give a crap because, one, the race bikes are racing, and two, the scooter market overseas, that's where they make their money.
Brian and I were
motorcycling is such a small portion of most manufacturers. Like, motorcycling in America is such a small portion of sales globally for most manufacturers because motorcycling as a whole is not adopted as much as it is in other countries.
Yeah, Brian and I were having this conversation where like it was I forget what bike I was going to ride, but we were having the conversation of like, why do some brands do this? And he's like, I mean, they don't really have to care. It's not really, that big of the portfolio of the entire company as far as like income and stuff. But like, as a consumer, which that's all I am. I'm a motorcycle consumer that really enjoys the industry, and these are my personal opinions. They're not based in any sort of facts. But as a guy that watches this motorcycle site, I'm like, dude, why have so many different options? Like, spend all your time, make one really badass naked, put the best stuff you got in it, and let's go. Let's see what happens. If you put the brand new Gixxer engine in the S1000 and you had an up and down quick shifter, that alone would make you seriously competitive. Honestly. Just an up and down quick shifter out of the gate, and if you came in at like MT10 prices, which we don't know what it's going to cost, but I mean I mean, what's an MT10
Suzuki is pretty good about pricing their stuff competitively, but it's also because they do crap like this where they put an old engine into, you know what I mean?
I mean, I get it. Yeah, I totally understand. How much? So the MT10 right now is 13 grand. So that bike has to be 13 grand or thereabouts.
Yeah.
You know, within $1,000. That's that. But if it had an up and down quick shifter, dude, I'd be like, okay, that's serious. And I want people to be clear. I saw somebody in the comments said that the brand new the last R6 upgrade got a pass. It did not get a pass. We weren't doing live on two wheels there. I would have given them crap if the R6 engine did not update.
Yeah.
But, you know, we didn't have our platform at that point. And it wasn't enough to make an entire video out of it. So I want this bike to be cool. I want Suzuki to do really good with it. And I don't know what it's about. Here's the thing, though. When it comes out, I promise you guys, I will do a first ride on it and be 100% clear-brained of this, probably because I'll forget this conversation by then. But when I do a first ride, I honestly, like, I forget everything I think I know about this motorcycle, and I ride it and just express my thoughts on riding it. So I do want to do a first ride on it, see how it is, because who the hell knows? I could be wrong, and the K5 Suzuki engine, the Gixxer engine, could be amazing. I would love to be wrong.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good enough engine that they have to at a certain level go like, okay, this engine's good enough that we can put it out, right? So it has to be good enough for them to not risk it, putting it in a new bike.
But I've ridden I rode the old GSXS-1000, the old one.
Yeah.
I did not like that at all. So explain to me
from what, 2016, right?
Let me look it up.
I think it was. I just saw it. It was like a 16 or a 17.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I rode the Gixxer the same year. I've almost always liked Gixxers. Yeah. So explain to me how I can like the Super Sport. I'm typically the other way around. Typically, I like the Naked, and I'm not a huge fan of the Super Sport. You know?
Yeah.
So how does that happen? How does Suzuki flopping around? It's like, hey, just ride our Gixxer. It's fine. Like, I don't get it, man. One thing that I wish these companies would do is something Bo brought up with how Indian does their like parts picker.
They have an accessory collection.
Yeah, so explain to us how this stuff goes.
All right, so the Indian lineup, the Chief lineup specifically, is both an example of what not to do, in my personal opinion, what not to do and what to do. Okay, because the Chief lineup, there's 6 bikes. They're all pretty much the same bike with a few little small differences, which to me, they could be cut down to 3 bikes. It should be a 106, a 111, and a 116, right? That would be the 3 models that you have. And then you would just buy kits of, like, I want the bobber kit. And it would give you some factory accessories to turn it into a bobber, or the Super Chief kit. Little things like that. They have ones that is called the Rogue or things like that, and you can just hit a button on the builder, and it will put all those parts on that they've kind of curated for that style.
It's like a custom list they've already made.
Right,
of
and
parts
it's like,
they offer.
okay, so this will put bags, it'll put the low seat on it, it'll put the drag bars on it, or the beach bars or whatever. Like, to me, in my head, that's a perfect example of how to put a bike out there. Because it'd be like, here's a Chief, and then you can be like infinite amount of accessory combinations, and that way you know that if you're buying a Chief, you're buying a Chief.
Right.
Like, there's no like, oh, is it Super Chief? Is it Super Chief Limited?
Again,
what does that mean?
Confusing. So
right,
yeah,
it gets to that point where you're like, I don't know. To me, that's the way I think of when I think of like GSX 1000, and then you're like, okay, that's the bike I want. I don't have to figure out if I want that versus the F versus the Z versus the FC versus
right.
I just go, that's the bike I want, And now we go through the parts picker and we just find all the parts to like make it that good foundation of the bike that I want.
Right. I wish more companies would do that because, like, I love that. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the Bonneville family on Triumph because, like, it's not.
No, don't.
It's not just Suzuki that has this problem of like offering too many options when you could solve the problem by just making a very intuitive bike builder on your website.
To be fair, most people that are looking into these bikes, right? A majority of them, I'll say, know what they're looking for. So and have an idea of what things mean what things. So most motorcyclists that are going out there and looking for that will have a general idea and can navigate this without much problem. It is extra steps, but I still think that it would be beneficial to these manufacturers to come out with like the gold standard model.
Right.
And then let people build onto it. There are too many damn Bonnevilles.
I mean, there's too many of a lot of these bikes. Like, there's, it's just it's a weird situation. I don't know why companies are choosing to do like this. I feel like I feel like I did Suzuki wrong a little bit. I almost want to like, well, I don't think we can play their press video for this thing, can we? That'd probably get copyrighted.
Yeah, it'll probably get copyrighted.
Well,
but I mean, like. So people are in there. So Dice says it's really not that hard to understand. The F has a fairing. Okay, that makes sense. The F has a fairing.
Okay.
And the Z means it's black. Why the frick is there a whole different model just for black? That is dumb.
Also, go to my screen.
They're both black.
I didn't say it.
Dumb.
I didn't say it.
The illusion of choice is a very valid statement. I understand why they're doing it, but
actually, no, dude, no lie, the F is more black than the FC. Whatever, dude. It is what it is.
It's dumb. It doesn't need to be like that. I get it. When you give people, so somebody said it, they were like, it's the illusion of choice. And that's exactly what it is. It's marketing. I used to work for a giant company, and like $1 billion company, and they had a whole team of people whose whole job it was to trick people into thinking that they're making the decision that they're making based on their own thoughts, not being manipulated by the marketing team. But like the illusion of choice makes you spend whatever money to think that you made the decision to buy the bike that you wanted when they could have just offered a 1,000 in fucking black.
Oh, I forgot about this video. Oh my god.
Like it's
Oh, so we can't show the audio. We can't play the audio for you guys because it'll get copyrighted. But their whole video
Krylon sells black Paul gas.
Bro, so their whole press launch video was the janitor steals the Suzuki GSXS-1000. Oh my god. Let's just enjoy this together.
It's so dumb.
I can't, for one, the bike was just sitting on inside the crate, so the battery's probably dead.
Yeah. Also all the fumes.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
the dude would have passed
you're all
out.
dead.
Oh, on this video you can see the that little weird fairing piece on the side.
So yeah, some people are saying so like Z was for naked, but now, now that doesn't mean anything.
Hold on. Here's another. I forgot about this problem I had. I'm glad we watched this.
All right, Arna
Hey,
Asada said exactly what I was saying. Too many choices can also, on the other side of that coin, paralyze the consumer.
Also, Bo, and I want to acknowledge the fact that I'm saying this as a MT10 owner whose dash sucks.
Oh my god!
Hey,
why?
look at that 2022 dash.
Oh my god!
Straight, dude. My Game Boy in 2005, when that Gixxer engine was made, looked better than that.
This is ridiculous. It's also blue like some aftermarket racer car. Like somebody got a Civic and put.
Okay, we'll continue. I totally forgot about the dash.
Oh my lord.
Yep, that's 2022, baby. We're living in the future.
The thing that sucks is like it is a really nice looking bike.
Uh-oh, they're coming in. Grab your motorcycle. Wait, where'd the jacket come from? Right? Where's all this gear coming from?
That janitor had a shark helmet just on the ready.
All right,
let me also burn out before I take it.
He had the jacket, but look. Let's keep a timeline of events, right? I'm sorry to keep going back.
All right,
I know
so
that's
people
frustrating.
are talking about the dash looking sick. Like, yeah, cool. It's a cool looking dash. Like 8 years ago.
Yeah, the dash doesn't look bad, but
I think any motorcycle now should have at least a partial TFT.
bro, it's color TFT all day. But okay, I'm not even going to talk about where the gear came from. Whatever. Let's just not even think about it. Okay, the people are coming in after him that he's trying to steal a bike from. Okay, hold on. You would think he'd ride off. Nope. No. Also, it's not in the crate now. Where? Yeah. What happened to the crate?
He had time to change his shoes as well. Also, if you can afford a shark helmet, why are you stealing a Gixxer?
Oh, no. He did a burnout and we can't see anymore. Oh, goodness. Oh, wait, there's the factory with all the K5 engines. He's there. Yeah. So this is the problem. We figured it out.
Yeah.
The bike was created in the factory warehouse.
That motorcycle that he's riding has the new engine, and it was the only one. That's it. We cracked the case, boys.
We cracked the case. We figured it out.
We get away with it too if it weren't for us damn kids.
Look, props for the FPV shots though. I got to give Suzuki props for that.
Yeah. Oh, he's pulling a chase right there. I got to make it look like you're doing something.
Hold on, guys. There's this funny thing, and we've proven it in first rides before. If you randomly do your handlebars like this, and you just like. You look like you're going fast. Bo, you've done camera car shots where I'm behind the car.
Yeah.
And I get close to the camera and I'm just like, You look like you're going fast. So that's all these people do. It's such a Yeah. So that's their press video. All hypey and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I guess what we'll have to do is just hold off until we get one in-house. And we have our opinion there. But, like, as it stands on paper, it looks good as a totality, as like a whole unit. You look at the bike and you go, that looks cool.
If you don't dig any deeper,
but then on paper you go, WTF.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's one of those situations where a photo, hell yeah, bro. You dig into it. The spec sheet? Yeah, the spec sheet, you're like, what is happening? But I'm one of those people. I say it all the time on my first rides. Bikes should have nothing to do with the spec sheet.
Yep. So, like, it could be one of those things where the reason they chose that engine is because it works with the bike that they've created. So we will see if that is true.
Yeah. I mean, I stick with my point. I feel like they have an amazing engine in their current Gixxer, and I can't wait to see what it's like in a naked bike in 15 years. So what is that going to be? The 5, 6, 7? I can't wait for the 2037 GSXS-1000. That's the bike I'm looking forward to. If I take anything from this entire thing...
It hovers.
Well, it'll probably hover by... No, it won't. Not a Suzuki one. Yamaha will be hovering. Okay, so
do we want to do this giveaway?
Yeah, well, no, we are coming towards the end. So, guys, last week we did we got with our guys over at Cardo, cause sponsor #what. And you guys know if I'm sponsored by somebody, I'm gonna do my best to work my magic to get you guys stuff. So we did a giveaway for the Pack Talk Black. My helmet's not here, but it's the Pack Talk like that I use. Love the thing. Let's see who won it. The winner is Eric Mitchell. Very cool. So if you're Eric Mitchell, I'll find out the information. I'll have to get his email and stuff like that. So if you're watching,
where is he?
Don't know. I only know a name. I'm gonna have to get all the other data. So Eric Mitchell, congratulations on winning a Cardo Pack Talk Black. It's legitimately an amazing unit. So, guys, that's it. That's it for the show. I got to get home and feed my pup. We got to get out of here. It has been a long day. Let us know in the comments, guys. What do you guys think about Friday shows? Did you guys enjoy these more, or is Thursday our day? You guys have to let us know. Next Thursday, we will be back here, and I will remind you guys, we do this. How was there a little motion thing there?
I don't know.
That's awesome. Joker Motorcycle, thank you for the super chat. I love the little animation thing. So, guys, I'll remind you guys, YouTube's been real crap with us alerting you guys of videos or live streams. If it's Thursday and it's 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're live. Follow us on Instagram at C2WPics. We post over there to let you guys know we're live. It probably doesn't tell you.
Did we do the tonic? Is that what was the tonic? Giveaway?
Yeah, so we're doing the Cardo is our big giveaway. So next week we'll be doing our regular tonic stuff. That was our giveaway thing. You guys, if you guys don't know, typically we do like a tonic giveaway thing using hashtag L2W, but we'll be back doing that next week. That's all I got. We're done.
I made a new addition to my soundboard and I didn't.
Oh
use
God!
it
Go ahead. And
one.
Hold on here. I'll give you a good timing for it.
Yeah.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Bo is so proud of himself for that one. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. We love you guys a long time. Thank you guys for checking out the live show. We cannot wait to hang out with you guys next week. And who knows? Let us know what we should talk about next week. There's so much.
There's too much.
There's too much. All right. Later, guys. You're still so happy about it. Oh my God.
All right, guys. Bye.